So on the number unit, there's two main things that we're going to be using where the GDC can really help us with our work. The first one is in the calculation page, or they're both actually in the calculation page. And we can go to Menu, Algebra, Numerical Solve. And this will help us solve any linear problem where you're trying to find something that's missing. So whether it's a y equals mx plus b and you're trying to find b, or maybe it's even a rearranging equation or solving an equation, in which case you would still need to show you're working, but you can use this as a good checking method too. So for example, if you had the question of 3y equals y plus 4, and you were trying to solve it, we can just type it into nsolve, and we put comma y. So if you have a look over here at what's lighting up to see what I'm pressing, so the comma is just here. So comma y. The comma y goes inside the bracket. Then we press enter, and it helps us to find the final answer. So we can go to Menu, Algebra, and nsolve to help us to find that. If you were doing a y equals mx plus c and you'd found the gradient, but you didn't know what b was, then you can substitute in your coordinates. So for example, 3 and 2, and then you can put comma b, and again, it will help you to find what b is equal to. So it just saves you having to do the rearranging and solving yourself. The second thing that's really useful for us is if we go to Menu, Algebra, and this time solve a system of linear equations. And this helps us if we're doing any simultaneous equations. So again, we should still show our working, but this is a nice way to check your answer. So in here, it will ask the number of equations you've got, which would likely be 2. And you can change it from x and y to a and b, or whatever it is that you need, and click OK. And then in here, we're going to type the 2 equations that we've been given as part of the simultaneous equations. So for example, you might have 2x plus y is equal to 14. And the second equation might be x plus y is equal to 8. We press enter, and we found our answer. So it's in the order of x, then y. You should not write it as a coordinate. It's not a coordinate. It's saying that x is 6 and y is 2. So you would write your answer as x equals 6 and y equals 2. And you can do that even if they look slightly different. If one's a y equals and one's an x plus y, then that's fine as well. On the graphing part, so if we go back to the home page, we can also solve simultaneous equations this way if we've got them graphically. So for example, if you had a question, for example, y is equal to 5 minus 2x, and notice we don't need the y equals because we've already got that in here as the f1x, or yours might be a different number to 1, but that's fine. We can press enter and it draws it on for us. If we press tab, that allows us to draw a second graph. So the second one might be y is equal to 3x plus 4. Oops, got too many equal signs in there. 3x plus 4. And now we have the 2 equations. You might need to move your graph around or even change some of your numbers so that you can see it a little bit clearer. And we're trying to find the coordinates of where they intersect or cross, and that would be the answer. So we can go to Menu, Analyze, Intersection, and we get the good old dotted line, and we pull it across, and there we go, there's the intersection. So x is 0.2 and y is 4.6. So we can use our GDC to help us there as well.